Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Welcome back to the last video of hybridization. Yes, finally. I seen a lot of video about hybridization kan. I believe it's almost 12 video of hybridization. So the last video is actually about the charged molecule as well. But in this case, kita akan tengok how about if it is a positively charged molecule. So on your nose, it will be on page 2. Page 2 lagi. Page 35. Just make sure, sebenarnya there's no problem pun ICl2 plus tu. Tapi nak ubahlah jadi ClF4 plus. Sebab kita nak tengok kalau ada include D orbital juga. Okay, so this is actually the electronic configuration. Okay, so yang ini, remember for the hybridization, the first step is actually draw the Lewis structure to determine what is the molecular geometry. So here, let's have a look here. Okay. So, ClF4 plus, remember that since it is a positively charged, we will minus the electron. So, the positive one kan, so dia akan jadi minus 1. Kenapa dia punya macam ni? Okay, so what happened next is actually, first what we're going to do is minus 8. Minus 8 ni sebab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, we have 26 electron left. Okay, so the 26 electron ni, we're going to fill up for our terminal atom. Each of our terminal ni will add, we're going to fill up by 6 of the electron because it already has 2. So, it needs 6 more electron. Okay, so that's why the 6, 12, 18, 24. So, yang ni is a very important step tau. Buatlah dot symbol tu so that you will not get wrong about this part. Sebab kalau sini kamu salah, then the lone pair will be wrong lah. So, macam mana? Sebab remember, hybridization ni memang first step Lewis structure. Kalau Lewis structure salah, macam mana betul pun shape kamu tu, walaupun kamu tahu shape dia apa, but because of your base tu dah salah. So, lain tu semua salah. Okay, so what we have is actually 2 electron left. So, the 2 electron tu will be our lone pair. Okay, so from here, I know my class. So, my class is AB4E, which is 4 bonding pair, 1 lone pair, where the total will be 5. Okay, so kalau 5, it will be what will be the shape? Kita tengok balik summary. Kalau 5, originally dia adalah trigonal bipyramidal. Okay, but for that case, dia ada 1 lone pair. Okay, dia ada 4 bonding pair, 1 lone pair. So, it is actually a seesaw. Okay, so that it will be the molecular geometry. The bond angle will be less than 120 lah. 120 degree. Okay. So, how do we get our seesaw tu? Remember, kalau trigonal bipyramidal, contohnya dia punya shape macam ni lah kan. Klorin, atas, bawah, ni, lepas tu V shape ni kan. Okay, so bila kita remove 1 lone pair, kita nak yang supaya the lone pair tu dia boleh, as far as possible lah. So, kalau kat sini kita nampak yang mana as far as possible dia. Sini jangan jadi, sorry. Sinilah yang mana dia nanti nak occupy lots of space. Kalau lone pair ni dia nak occupy a lot more space compared to our bonding pair. So dekat sini. So that's why lah seesaw ni mesti jadi bentuk dia begini. Okay, so from here when it is 5, what will be the hybridization? So kalau 5 chlorine is, okay, kalau 5, okay, 1 S, 3P, so baru 4. So kalau 5 lagi 1D. So, sp3d, 1s, 3p plus 1d, total 5. So, dia adalah sp3d hybridized. So, that will be my hybridization. Okay, next step is actually kita nak buat yang ground state, electron, excited state, hybridized state. But before anything, Mi suka nak tulis berapa banyak pi bond ada berapa banyak sigma bond, ataupun ada berapa banyak lone pair. So, from here, from the structure itself, as we can see, kita ada 4 sigma bond. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, ada 4 sigma bond. So, what happen is that, bila kita ada 4 sigma bond, kita nak 4 unpaired electron. Yang semua ni, kita akan masukkan, include in our hybridized orbital lah. Okay, but besides that, dia bukan sahaja ada sigma bond, dia ada lone pair. So, what happen? So, bila dia lone pair, there will be paired electron. So, maknanya dekat sini, for both of these cases, it will be a hybridized state lah. So, sekarang ni barulah kita boleh buat yang ground state, excited state, hybridized state. Okay, tapi Okay, contohnya since it is a positively charged, so kita kena take into account lah which one is actually a positively charged, which atom yang ada positively charged. Is it chlorine ataupun fluorine? So, how do we do the calculation? Okay, so dekat sini, formal charge is equal to valence electron minus bond minus non-bonding electron. Okay, so first kita kena kira chlorine lah. Chlorine ada 7 valence electron minus number of bond dia 1, 2, 3, 4. So, minus dengan 4. And then, does it have any lone pair tak? Dia ada bukan lone pair, non-bonding electron. So, non-bonding electron dia ada 1, 2. So, it has 2. So, minuskan dengan 2. So, we will get positive 1. How about our fluorine? Fluorine, dia ada 7 valence juga. Tapi fluorine ni ada 1 je bond. And then dia ada 6 non-bonding electron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, yang ni non-bonding tau. Dia bukan berapa lone pair. Dia non-bonding electron. So, yang ni minus dengan 6. So, we get 0. So, from here, we know that chlorine is positive charge. Positive 1. So, bila kita buat ground state, excited state, hybridized state tu, kita tak boleh buat for chlorine. Kita kena buat for chlorine plus. Okay. So, how does it work? So, kat sini, first kita buatlah ground state chlorine. First kita buatlah ground state chlorine. Chlorine yang tak ada charge. So, when it has no charge, it actually has 7 electron lah. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 valence electron. But then we know, chlorine ni sebenarnya charge dia positif. Lagipun, contohnya kan, kalau kamu buat dekat sini. So, dekat sini sepatutnya dia ada jadi 4 unpaired electron, 1 paired electron kan. So, contohlah kan, kalau kamu tak kira charge dia, kamu ingatkan Cl sahaja, nanti dia akan jadi macam ni. Satu ni memang paired. Nanti your excited state would be this. Excited state kamu, dia akan jadi 3s ni kamu biar je. 3p ni, nanti mesti kamu jadikan single kan. Lepas tu nanti 3D kamu 4, 5, 3D 1, 2. So nanti kamu jadi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kalau 6 nanti jadi sp3d2. So salah lah. Nanti kalau kamu draw nanti dia tak masuk, you will get a wrong one. So sebab tu if anything, kalau charge you have to calculate. Sebab nak tahu nanti once you draw the hybridized state, barulah nanti masuk. Nanti it will be, apa ni nama dia? Dia ngam lah dengan kamu punya yang hybridized state ni. Nanti kalau kamu buat lain, nanti kamu pelik mana satu yang betul. Is it your ground state, excited state, hybridized state yang betul ke? Sebenarnya kamu yang tak faham yang this part. So that's why kalau positively or negatively charged molecule, you have to calculate the formal charge. So kalau chlorine, so sekarang ni chlorine is actually chlorine plus, So, bila dia adalah chlorine plus, what will happen is that dia akan donate elektron dia. So, dia bukan jadi lagi 7, dia akan jadi 6. So, kalau 6, kat sini Miss copy paste. Okay, Miss akan remove 1 elektron. Remove 1 elektron yang from paired elektron tu lah. Okay, so this is my ground state. Okay, next is my excited state of Cl+. So, remember what we want is actually 1 paired electron. So, kalau boleh kita nak 4 unpaired lah. So, yang ini kita akan kekalkan sebab this is my lone pair. Tengok balik shape kita. Ada satu lone pair. Yang ini kita akan excitekan dia supaya we will get 4 unpaired electron. So, what happen? Yang this one, Miss akan excitekan ke sini. So, what happen here is that kat sini Miss ni balik. Okay, so tadi originally dia macam ni kan. Okay, yang ni Miss akan excitekan to 1d orbital. Lagipun nampak ni, sp3d. So, it means the electron will be on only one of my d orbital. Kalau sp3d2, maknanya elektron tu akan ada pada 2 of my d orbital. Okay, so dekat sini, Miss akan excitekan this one. So, what will happen? We will get sp3d hybridized. So, tengok, betul tak? We have 4 sigma bond. So, it means that we have 4 unpaired electron lah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1 lone pair. 1 paired electron. So, dia sama. Dia synchronize with this Cl based upon our molecular geometry. Okay, so Miss draw lah balik semua ni. Okay, and then yang ada lagi ni kita tuliskan dia adalah anti-3D orbital. So, this is my hybridized state for my chlorine. So, kalau for my fluorine, what should we do? Kita copy paste saja yang sebelum ni lah. Sebab fluorine, we don't have to hybridize anything. So, sekarang ni Miss barulah boleh draw. Okay, so how do we draw it? So, tengok based upon here. For my chlorine ni, shape dia akan jadi macam ni. Dia akan jadi 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sini akan jadi kita punya, apa ni nama dia? Kita punya paired electron, our lone pair. So, dekat sini pula, yang 4 yang ini, dia jadi 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so how do we draw it? So, this will be my drawing. Remember, sebab bentuk dia adalah trigonal bipyramidal kan? So, this is the yellow one. Each of it labeled sp3d, 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 sp3d. Here, as we can see, kita ada 4 unpaired electron. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1 lone pair, which is kat sini kita. One loop kita, so it will be here. Okay, and then my terminal atom fluorine adalah 2p. Make sure labelkan dia 2p. It's not 3p, 2p sebab dia fluorine. Lepas tu dia jadi opposite spin bila dia pair up kan. So once it pair up, labelkanlah dia adalah kita punya sigma bond. Last but not least, jangan lupa label kita punya center tu lah. Center kita is actually my chlorine. So my chlorine. So last but not least is the charge itself. So it will be a positively charged ClF₄+. Okay, so this is the last video. Tapi belum habis lagi. Jangan stop. And last kali ni adalah page 36 ni is actually a summary. Okay, so for summary ni, jangan lupa sebenarnya the most important one for you. Sebenarnya semua ni important. Sebenarnya kamu kena faham yang electron pair ni to get your sama ada dia SP, SP2, SP3, SP3D tu. SP3D tu, semua ni penting kan. Okay, lepas tu for the drawing tu paling penting sebenarnya kamu kena ingat yang shape dia without lone pair ni. Yang linear, trigonal planar, tetrahedral, trigonal bipyramidal dengan octahedral. Yang itu kamu kena tengoklah sebab nanti kalau contohnya dia ada lone pair, from the arrangement tu kamu tahu apa ni? From the electron pair geometry ni, kalau kamu dah faham ni, senang, it will be easier for you to know kat mana sebenarnya lone pair tu will be located. Okay, so remember, kalau SP, the shape dia adalah linear. Okay, kalau SP2, trigonal planar, SP3, tetrahedral, SP3D, trigonal bipyramidal, SP3D2 is octahedral. Kalau ada lone pair nanti kamu senang nak arrange, sebenarnya kena faham daripada shape-shape ni lah. Okay, kalau tak ingat yang shape ni, boleh tengok sini, boleh tengok balik pada summary ni. Yang summary ni, at least kamu nampak lah macam mana nak draw dia. Macam tu. Okay, yang ini pun misalnya letak juga yang summary of this dekat sini. On the same page. Jangan lupa, this document is available on your GC. Okay, so I know hybridized ni jangan banyak sikit. Tapi, it's actually sebenarnya first step kena faham. It's actually kamu punya first is your Lewis structure. And then kita akan tahu from the Lewis structure, kita akan tahu molecular geometry. Lepas tu kita akan tahu yang hybridization tu. Hybridized state tu is based upon total electron pair. Lepas tu ingat hybridized kan? Hybridized always be our central oxygen dengan nitrogen. Lepas tu, last but not least, yang ni. Kalau sigma bond apa, lone pair apa, pi bond apa. Okay, it seems quite a lot, hybridized ni. Tapi 4.1, 4.2, 4.3 very related. Nanti 4.4 mostly based upon 4.2 lah, polarity. Tapi this will be your last one, so good luck. I believe dia mula nampak susah, tapi lama tu mesti suka sebab dia macam main lukis-lukis ni, kan cantik.